I will read one of the poems at the end. Oh yes, and it has a painting next to it. It's called All. You held me like a man and a woman, a mother paddling her child on the shore of a sea that would become eyes of the waves. You led me without words. You pulled my body over oceans. My mind wept, wept. Tears under my arms and thighs, so many weepings for all I had never lost. You walked me to the crossroads where all blood flows, and all around I had eyes everywhere.
Melinda Camber Porter's poem All is one of 55 love poems included in her book of poetry and painting, The Art of Love. Porter has also published a book on French arts and culture called Through Parisian Eyes, and a new novel based in South Dakota, Badlands. Porter grew up in England and lives in New York with her husband, a South Dakota native, and 2 children. Porter's paintings from the book The Art of Love are included in a traveling exhibition that comes to Sioux Falls to coincide with the publication of Badlands. The paintings are inspired by the early 20th century French painters and are filled with flowing, dreamy, erotic images of couples, often seemingly observed by ghost-like figures.
Yeah, there are very ghost-like characters in the distance and in the foreground, and the shadows are also ghost-like. I suppose that's because I'm very influenced by my past and by the people I've loved, actually, and that sort of defined who I am now. And I suppose those people are in the paintings, in sort of figurative, vaguely abstract forms sometimes. But you're right, I mean, look at that one over there has got so many, in the blues, there are all these lurking people watching.
Are most of these paintings then related very much to your own life?
Yes, the paintings are very autobiographical, I would have to say, absolutely. And I mean, not in that I'm painting scenes that I've actually lived. I mean, no, I did not, lie down in a big blue bath and whatever, try and find an orange piece of rock to lie next to. No, but beyond that, yes, they are autobiographical. And I did some of them, like that one just before my son Robert was born. I did a whole series, of which that is one, about my imagination, my imaginings about having a child and what it would feel like. And so I did a series of that, and there's a Badlands series, of which there are 2 in the exhibition. So they are very autobiographical.
Is this part of self-discovery in trying to find out what love is all about, as nebulous as a term as that can be sometimes? I think
that's a very good question. It is a sense of discovery, and I think each year I find myself coming up with new ideas in a way about what love is and why it's so important. And as I get older and older and older, I'm convinced actually that it is an incredibly spiritual and powerful and healing force. Sort of when I was in my 20s and, falling in love and, my life was destroyed by falling in love if it was unhappy. And I was, in a sense, love was very important, that it kind of bowled me over. But I didn't really realize how, what an amazing force it is, how it's really the life force in a way. And now I think it is, and each year I'm more and more convinced of that all you need is love. The Beatles are right.
South Dakota Arts Council support to this program is provided with funds from the National Endowment for the Arts and the state of South Dakota. I'm Carl Gerke, Arts Advocate on South Dakota Public Radio.